So I don't know how many of you have experienced this light bulb moment where something just, I don't know how to put this, like something just dawns on you, like it just dawns on you, like this thing that has been disturbing you finally figures itself out in your head. So recently I had one of those moments, and I had it when I was um, listening to this podcast by Joe Rogan, the Joe Rogan Experience. He was with Kanye West. I think it was 4 or 5 weeks ago. Can't quite remember. So it was Kanye West and Joe Rogan in the Joe Rogan Experience, the most, one of the best podcasts on YouTube, I think. No, I know, I'm sure. And it was quite long, but I really love Kanye West. I love what he has done as an artist, despite all the criticisms about his state of mind, his cultic ties. It's really none of my business. I like what he does as an artist, because as an artist I know how tough it is to bring something like that together and actually make it look that good. So it was, I think, almost 3 hours, and yeah, Kanye West said this. Um, you just listen to this podcast and you get into a haze and you're almost sleepy, and then he just says something, and then you just wake up like, what? Did you say that? Say that again. And then he says it again. Okay, let me not keep you guys waiting. He said, when you fear God, you don't fear anything else. But when you don't fear God, you fear everything else. You had that moment yourself, eh? Okay, let me say it again. Let me return the favor. When you fear God, you don't fear anything else. And, okay, yeah, vice versa is true. Like, when you don't fear God, you fear everything else. And as someone who really studies the word and is really interested in God and all the things that he has done, it really hit me. It hit me hard. And I asked myself, like, why would I fear God? Okay, the fear that is being spoken about here obviously is not like, I'm afraid of you because you're going to strike me with thunder and lightning. No, 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 that's not the kind of fear we're talking about. We're talking about a reverential kind of fear, like, I revere this guy. Like, yeah, I don't need any more explanations, but I have serious respect for this guy. That's just what reverence means. And I ask myself, like, what is it that would make one have this kind of reverence towards someone? you know and yeah, I got some really good answers. And as you look back on God and his relationship with us and what he has done as a creator, putting a leaf on top of a branch, on top of a seed. Like, you take one seed, put it on the ground, cover it with some soil, pour some water. You don't even need to pour some water, let the rain, some manure. Just do a bit of, what is it called? Cultivation. Yeah, do a bit of cultivation. And then you produce, I don't know, 100-fold what you planted, you know. Because if you think of one seed of maize and what it produces when it grows in the maize cob, one maize cob, I don't know how many grains of maize are in one maize cob, but I bet there are so many. So you think about this earth, you think about yourself, how you're a self-sustaining machine or engine. Like, you don't need to be charged, you don't need to be, the only fuel you need is food, you know. And then you think about this guy who put this all together. You know, like, hey, this guy put my heart there, and then he put my lungs here, he put my spleen, my liver, my kidneys, all those hormones, all those chemical reactions, you know, like a cell down to the mitochondria has a function, like every bit of it, you know, even the fluid, you know. And I personally do believe that the scientists haven't even figured out half or quarter of what makes us, what makes up a human being. You know, it's so complex, it's so intricate that someone must have put it together. And the fact that no matter how hard I try, I cannot get to the bottom of it. I can't really understand how I came into existence. No matter how many stories I read in the Bible, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Quran, in all those spiritual books, no matter how many stories I read, like, there's still questions about my existence and where I came from, you know. And that just tells me, like, whoever put me here, you know, whoever put me here is way beyond what I can think or imagine, you know. And the fact that he has given me water, uh, all these things at my disposal, means that he cares for me. He wants me to be good. He wants me to be healthy. He wants me to be productive, you know. And the other thing is, he is supremely powerful, you know. He's literally the thing that runs the universe, with all the stars, with all the planets, everything. He runs it all. And I ask you a question. Why the fuck would you not revere such a guy? You know, just ask yourself, why would you not fear such a person? It's ridiculous. Like, he's so great, he's so complicated, simple at the same time. He's, you know. And the thing that comes with this kind of reverence, it signifies hope, you know, because in tough times, when everything is hitting you from left, right, and center, when you're just getting hit by life, by blow after blow after blow after blow, like, you get pregnant, you get dumped, you lose your job, your family turns against you, you know, like, they keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Like, at those times, that is when you remember that, you know what, just like the mitochondria has a purpose, I have a purpose as well. Just like the nucleus in a cell has a purpose, I have a purpose as well, because I am a collection of those cells, you know. And despite what I am going through now, there is hope, because there is someone who is running things, and the person who is running things is powerful, super supreme. He knows left, right, center. He knows everything. He created us. He put us here, and he has a purpose for each and every one of us, you know. So whenever things get tough like this 2020 year has been just rough, you know, you don't hate yourself for it. You don't think that life is over because 2020 has been the roughest, because you have hope. You have somewhere where you put your faith in. You know, like, despite what I'm seeing now, there is something bigger and better. There is someone who has put this all together, and he has a great plan for me. You know, so no matter how things go, you always have hope when you fear God. You know, and it's not only about hope, it's about this letting go, like someone else is in control, you know. It lets go of your anxiety, of your, like, pressures of life, you know. It keeps you away, and when you let go of those anxieties and pressures of life, you let go of so many diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, you know. So just think about it. The fear of God takes away the fear of everything else. And the fear of everything else is brought by a lack of fear of God. Contemplate. Peace.